Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Nick, aka Dad, and usually I've got my daughter Addie, aka the monkey, with me, but today's a school day and this is a video I want to do by myself because it could be a little dangerous. Don't want her to be around when I'm doing this, but if you're like us, you've installed a winch on your vehicle. And that isn't really the end of it. There's still one very important step you need to do before trying to use your winch on a recovery situation. So stick around because we're about to get into that very important step, which is super easy to take care of. Let's get started. These winches do not come from the manufacturer with any tension on the line, so they give you instructions on how to do that. So what we're going to do is we've done free spool, pulled out the line. I've got it connected to a tree in my backyard. And then once you have 5 basically wraps left on the drum is when you need to stop. Re-engage it and then back the vehicle up until you got all the slack out of the line. And then you put it in neutral, leave the engine running because you want the alternator to be helping out with this. You don't want all the juice coming out of your battery. That'll just kill the battery. So keep it running. It does recommend to leave the engine around 2,000 RPM if possible to help out the alternator. But then you're going to start the winch and you're going to pull the Bronco or Jeep or whatever you may have your winch added on to towards the tree or what you have holding down the other end of the line. And it does give you some specifications if you're in like certain conditions, like a little bit of light mud, dirt. You may want to add more brake force to it to get some tension on it, but we'll be pulling on concrete, and it does say if you're on concrete you can have a light brake pressure to it just to make sure you've got plenty of tension. We'll also be coming uphill a little bit, so I'm pretty sure that'll add to our tension. And then we'll be stopping every once in a while just to get out and take a look, make sure the line is going onto the drum evenly and there's no problems with unevenness at all. So we'll back the Bronco up now that we've got all of our line pulled out, get the slack out, and start pulling. All right, well, we've gotten down to where we have the last 10 feet. So what we'll do now is I've got disconnected from the tree, and I'll just hold it on the end, kind of putting tension on it and making sure again that it wraps up on the drum really well, and then we'll be done. So we'll get this wrapped up. Well, we've got it all spooled in now. So you saw me there at the very end. I was taking it in by foot basically, just kind of leaning it, pulling against the line, leaning back a little bit, just to keep that tension on it. But yeah, it was actually pretty easy. Would go a lot quicker with 2 people. But one thing you definitely want to keep in mind is even when you're pulling in this kind of controlled setting, it's really not controlled. You know, winching is a dangerous thing, and you want to make sure that to either side there's nothing that could, you know, harm, because those winch lines can come off with some force. The synthetic lines are definitely a lot safer, in that they are designed to more drop when they break, and unlike the metal cable lines where those could just snap and go basically about anywhere. You saw me, I had my hood up the entire time just in case. Again, just some safety precautions there, and didn't have anybody around except our dog, so they're probably a lot quicker than I am. So that's how you winch it in. We appreciate you watching as always. If you're not a subscriber, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. But as always, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.